call this school, board meeting of the Round Rock Independent School District Board of Trustees back to order on this August 21st. It is 7:30 p.m. Please let the records note that Mr. Chadwell and Mr. Sellers are not with us. Thank you. If we would rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Dr. Chapman, will you please lead us?
I pledge allegiance to the flag.
Board members, we'll now move on to public communication regarding items not on the agenda. We do allocate, for the community, 20 minutes of our agenda in the beginning for the items such as this. It appears that we might go slightly over that, so we will stop at 20 minutes and move everyone else to the end of the meeting. I would ask that we have proper etiquette in this meeting and that you refrain from clapping, cheering, booing, whatever else you might think of during this time. Just please allow the opportunity to the person that's speaking and that the board members are able to hear. The first speaker is Rachel Chen. Ms. Johnson will be timing, and please note if you're speaking as an individual or if you are representing a group, you do need to identify who that group is, and once you have spoken for the group, those group members identified are no longer eligible to speak. Okay.
I'm speaking for Deerpark with the buses issue. So I'm speaking for myself. Okay.
Yes. Okay. You'll have 3 minutes, and Ms. Johnson will indicate when your time is up. Okay.
Hi, my name is Rachel Chen, and I'm going to be an 8th grader next year at Deerpark Middle School. I want to say thank you for serving as our Board of Trustees. I know it's a very demanding job. I'm asking you to help me to get school safety. Beginning next Tuesday, I will have to walk down Anderson Mill Road. It's really dangerous. The traffic is going by very fast. My classmate Austin was hit by a car in May when he rode his bike to school along this road. I personally and my sister, friend, and her dad tried riding our bikes alongside Anderson Mill 2 times to try out the path to school. When we were riding, we felt really unsafe. The traffic is right next to you because the sidewalk is up against the street, and the cars and trucks are going the opposite way you are and are very big. Many drivers are talking on their cell phones. Do you know that a highly populated apartment complex is located on Anderson Mill? Many people live there, and they all leave in the morning to go to work. That means they will probably leave the same time we go to school. There is only one driveway for this apartment complex, and there isn't a crosswalk to help us across the driveway or a stop sign for the cars. I hope the drivers will wait for us to walk across this driveway before they start driving. Some are in a hurry and talking on their cell phones, and they look right, left, and then they turn right and don't notice the middle schoolers approaching on their right. It's very dangerous. During the time I will be walking to school, a car leaves the apartment complex every 10 seconds. Is this safe? My parents both work, and my younger sister and I might not be able to get a ride to and from school. We may have to walk our bikes or walk every day. Dr. Chavez, I know that you have a daughter named Jamie. Would you allow her to ride her bike to school on Anderson Mill Road when school starts next Tuesday? If you think this route is safe, I invite all of you and your middle school children to come and walk or bike this route next Monday morning with me at 7:30. Bring your briefcase, lunch sack, computer bag, and if you have one, your band or orchestra instrument. I'll have my backpack and lunch sack too. Please help us to have a safe way to school. Thank you.
Thank you. Crystal O'Rourke.
I'd like to say thank you for the opportunity of allowing me to speak. The school board insists on allowing children to walk 2 miles to school, stating that it's safe enough for them to walk an hour to school without encountering any dangers. I find this statement to be false in 3 different ways. One is the ability for all parents to walk their students back and forth to school. The other is the dangers of sex offenders in the area around the school perimeter. And the last one is the ability for children to walk in that distance without any kind of other danger encounters. Like me, as a disabled vet, it is difficult for all parents to be able to walk their children every day in such a distance. The average person at the speed of 2 to 3 miles per hour. This takes a student about 60 minutes to walk 2 miles to school. And in that, I'm sorry, I'm a little nervous. In that average, this would mean that parents would have to walk 3 hours a day just to get their child to school. And I cannot, with my disabilities, walk that distance. I am sure I'm not alone on this. The 2-mile radius to school in Forest North Elementary has 20 sex offenders, and 5 of those are for 12 years old and under, and the other 5 are for 11 years and under, according to the Department of Public Safety. We can, as parents, ensure that the hour they have to walk to school be safe from sex offenders and other dangers. The heat in Texas during the walk home are at dangerous levels, and according to weather.com, the average weather for September and end of August is 100 degrees. That is too hot to walk an hour in that kind of heat. I can't imagine as myself walking in that distance as an hour in that heat. So, how can the school board allow such dangers in our children? If I cannot walk my child to school, where do I turn? When can CPS considers it to be neglect? When you leave a child in a situation where a child can be exposed to substantial risk of physical or mental harm. In that kind of heat, and the sex offenders around the area, and me not having the ability to walk my child to school without the transportation that I have, how would it be able to do that for my children? Thank you.
Thank you. Becky Hoover.
My name is Becky. I will be in 6th grade at Deer Park this year. My brother, Spencer, will be in 8th grade at Deer Park this year. I want to speak about the hazardous Deer Park walk route. My message is very simple. The Round Rock School District's motto is, all students will learn whatever it takes. A dead student cannot learn. Please do whatever it takes. Thank you.